The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here, people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Hope falls. Winter home is no more. We should have stayed in London. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. And this place is a deadly trap. We need to get out of here. Terrible, all these poor people. We can't end up like them. And our hope also falls significantly. So we have a problem now. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spread through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. And now we have to choose a path. So do we want to bring order and discipline to our city, or do we want to achieve that by faith and spiritual strength? So either we go with police state or we go with, you know, churches everywhere. So I'm going with faith because I know that's a better path out of the two. And we have now the purpose tree, and house of prayer would be something. So here people can, you know, pray, and we can increase our hope with that. Very important. So we have now 4 days to build the house of prayer. Enough time actually. So we can take our time with that. Hunting tactics is soon finished as well, researching, and then we go for the heating right away. We need more heating. The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city of London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. And now we have a new group in our city, the Londoners. They're going to leave the city in, well, 15 days, 14 days. And this is the number of people that will leave my city then. And my goal now for the next 15 or 16 days is to get this number really low, you know, so to convince the majority of people to stay with me. That is something we have to do. Right, let's have a look at that one here. Let's have improved heaters for now, because my workplaces are all too cold and people get sick if they work there. That's something we need to get up there. And what I can see is the temperature will actually rise once more to 30. Pretty cool. So a lot of time now we can focus on before it gets really cold out there. What we also want to have is definitely a second steam hub over here somewhere. I need to continue the street here though, before we do that. Just like that, and now we can have a steam hub here. Let me just measure that here real quick. That's looking good. Yeah, here we're going to have a new steam hub, so we can have more people living here then as well. And we've researched the new hunter houses.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Have we done? Oh no, we have, yeah, we have more hunter huts now available. Let's build 2 more. Let's build 3 more. So now we need less hunters for hunting hut, only 10 now. So we have 30 workers now that we can use as hunters. And we have the heating riot, angry about the cold. My people feel too cold. So I can promise them to heat them in 3 days. Let's heat all homes. I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise, I know, but I can handle discontent. It's not that bad. And I'm going to heat them anyway, you know, so that's something. Okay, we've reached the snow cliffs. The refugee from Winterhome, the man we've seen from afar, was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people, disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. So that's one of the fates of Winterhome. And we got some resources here. We have now a lot of wood, food, and coal, and steam cores, 4 of them. Really cool. What should we do? Should we return to the city or should we continue? That is always the big question. Let's have a look at my city once more. We do have enough food for now, I think. And yeah, and enough wood as well. So let's just risk it and go for the freshwater springs and see what awaits us there. There is a cave, and we all know how caves end with a bear inside. So I don't want to do that right now. Oh, wait a second. Let's go back to our city. 22 hours. Because freshwater springs, I don't think there's anything, you know, that's just a point where we can see new points. So we're going back now and then we go for the American camp. That sounds way more promising. A camp, so then there must be resources and stuff like that. Pretty close to our city as well. That is something we are going to do. Right, let's have a look. So this one's on the way back to our city now, taking another 20 hours. We can put on the overdrive, that will reduce the discontent. And we can also, what's the time? Yeah, 1 day. We can also build the fighting arena. So the fighting arena is reducing the discontent of all the people living nearby. It's a really cool building for that. I don't want to build the House of Prayer yet because it's very expensive and we have time. I want to use the time of the quests always. And this one's here coming back with 4 more steam cores. That means we can have like 2 more steam coal mines here probably. Or coal mines, you know, 2 more here. And something else with a steam core. I wouldn't know yet what to use it on, but steam cores are very good, very useful. And I've also built the fighting arena now. Discontent goes down even more. And this one's reducing the discontent now every evening. Good so far. Let's have an emergency shift. We can afford that. So there are going to be some workers now working and... Right, we do have... Yeah, still no hunter huts. We need more of them. We are totally out of food, but our scouts are bringing in some more food rations there again. And this one refuses to work. And I'm going to let him rest. Okay, 2 more hunter huts now that we've manned. So they're going for the hunt. That's looking good so far, and we're also going to activate this medical post here again. Right, scouts have arrived at the coal mine. And more coal than we can use. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So now we have the chance, either we dismantle the machine and get a one-time bonus of a lot of resources, as you can see, lots of steel and steam cores especially, or we take only the coal and then we can use this as an outpost for coal supply. And I'm inclined to do that because we can have 2 outposts in the game, and each outpost then gives us, I don't know, every 24 hours I think 500 resources of a certain type, like 500 coal or 500, no, it's not 500, it's not that much. I think 500 coal though. So it's a question if we want to do that. Do we need that much coal later on? I think for coal it's very important to have it. Yeah, let's take only the stored coal here and continue. That's a better option, I think. And with this scout here, since he's only got coal, let's continue onwards. To the snow cliff and then to the new marks here. Even though having so much steel would have been nice, I guess, but we can just have another steel mill. Or steel... what's the name for that? Steelworks. This one here. And because the discontent is so high, the Londoners gain more followers, but I'm not worried about that yet. I'm worried more about food, and that we got 8 people starving already. And a new steam hub here now too, so all my tents have now livable conditions. Very good. We have now the improved heater, so all my workstations now are livable during the day as well. Very important to have that. Keep the sickness low. Let's see what else we can do now. A hothouse would be good for food production, though let's go for the flying hunters here. That boosts our food production by quite a bit, having them. And now we produce enough food again, so we should be having no one that's starving. Right, another steelworks up and running over there now. And with the steam cores, I'm going to build 2 more coal mines there. So we need more coal. Very important. I'm only at level 1 for the generator, and it's almost really bad here now. Especially with the improved heaters. Of course, they produce more heat, but they also consume more coal. Oh, that was a lot of discontent there right now. Yeah, people are furious. We have now a countdown of 2 days, so we need to lower the discontent within that time period, otherwise the game is over. So what we're doing is we're going to build a house of prayer. Somewhere here, like this. 1. That reduces the discontent of our people by a bit. Nothing else we can do though. House of prayer, and then we're going to have a tavern or something like that soon. And the overdrive should also do its job. Very nice. My scouts have returned with lots of resources, especially food, and let's send them to the American camp. And we've also researched the flying hunters now. Very good. Where to continue now? Bunkhouses. I could have better houses for my people, you know, more heat. Stuff like that. I can't go for the next stage yet. Generate a power upgrade. That would consume a lot of more coal. The outpost depot is pretty cool. And with the factory we could produce automatons, but it costs us a lot of steam cores. We don't have enough yet, so that's not worth it. It's a good question where to go. I think for the medical post upgrade. So sick people are being treated faster. Okay, that's that. Very nice. We do have the steelworks here now working. Very nice. And there's one of those house of prayers, as you can see. Increasing the hope a bit if I click on the sermon, so I can do that every 2 days. So in the next day I'm going to reduce discontent as much as possible. That's the goal. We have enough food for now, and we have lots of hunters, enough wood, enough steel, but yes, they will deserve a bit more food. We can afford that now. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to reduce the working times of the wall drill next day. That means my people get happier, you know, the more normal shifts I have again, the more of them, the happier my people. Plus with the overdrive that also reduces, as you can see, the discontent by quite a bit. So if I now get rid of this one here and this one, and I finish the mission rather quickly this time. Good to know. Right, freshwater springs, there are survivors actually. That's a good thing. Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs we met some new refugees from Winterhome. They're sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumbling something about eating lichens. And yeah, we're going to... It's children and workers. We're going to send them to our city. We want to continue here, Frozen Grove. Some of them will die, probably the children. No, they won't die, not that many, you know, but a few of them. But we need to send our scouts to other points here of interest. Because we don't look that good, to be honest. We need more steel there, and we have a lot of sick people. And a new law can be adapted, and I think I'm going for the public house, because the public house is pretty good for discontent. This is the public house here, and it will have patrons of the public house are less discontented, and hope will rise slightly. So that is a bar, you know, a tavern in the middle of the city. Something my people can cling to here. Perfect for that space here, where we're going to build it as well. The public house. Right, I do have the steam core, so let's build a few more coal mines here. We can build 2 more here. Yeah. How much does one cost? Yeah, not much. Let's build it. Okay, so they got ways now there as well. This is being built. Very nice. And, ooh, that was quick. It's almost finished. And in the Frozen Grove, we found some resources. 255 trees. Yeah, well, that's not that important, since we do have enough trees anyway, or wood. Right, there's the public house, finished now, and we are going to assign like 2 people, and we have also finished the quest. Hope rises again a bit, so now people can go to a pub at the very least. Very nice. And behind this one here, I'm going to build the second house of prayer, like that. So all my tents are then within the reach of this one here, and I know survivors are coming within 3 days. That's still some time. We have finished now the 2 coal mines there. So let me just look at my gathering post. The thing is, I don't have any gathering posts anymore, right? There's still one more here. But yeah, we need to work at the coal mine there. Where to get the workers there though? We don't need that much wood, and let's get also rid of the steel work here. Yeah, I don't know if that is such a good idea. We'll see. But they need to work here. We need so much more coal. American camp. Let's have a look at that. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Some steel, steam cores. Let's continue to a temporary settlement that we can see in the distance. And the other scout is now on its way to the cave, and after that I could still go back to the survivors and accompany them. You can still do that afterwards, as far as I remember. So we're going to do that. Right, medical post upgrade finishing soon now. Very nice. And we have to go now for the generator power upgrade, because it's getting colder soon. And this increases the heat level of the generator by 1, but also of course increases the coal consumption dramatically. And we're still not prepared for that. We have enough food though, so that's really cool. We're full on food. It's a good sign. No problem there. And the second house of prayers is going to be finished now too. Very nice. And hope increases even more. And this gathering post is soon out of coal piles in its surrounding. That's also pretty good, because then we can use the workers on coal mines, for example. Stuff like that. And on the steelworks here. Okay, this gathering post is out of coal piles now. We can dismantle it, and we can then use the people working then in the steam. Right, let's have a look. New law. Looking good so far. I don't think that those things here are necessary, right? Moonshine. I think that's pretty good. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. That's good. We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. That's good. That reduces discontent.
A new law has passed.
The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the house of prayers. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place to worship. Very good. So this is the beginning of something great right now. Our hope is a bit low, but we're going to raise that soon with more and more buildings in that regard. And it's chilly in the tents, so let's have the overdrive one more this night, but I'm going to wait a few more minutes here. We have reached the settlement. The memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly plain face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't, exiles of Tesla City." Some more wood and steam core. Oh, we have lots of wood there now on this one here, right? And let's continue. Walled colony over there. Let's see what's awaiting us there. So that's the really cool thing now about having two scouts here. You know, we have one here, over there, and one here exploring there. If we would have one only now, that would cripple us dramatically. And this night is over now soon. We are going to activate the overdrive, reducing discontent a bit more. And my people are warm for this night on the end of day 12. Stay tuned.